No. Oh my God, that's
cousin.
Wow, blood cousin.
Yeah.
I think that's an exclusive right there. Hello everyone, I'm Cece from Unboxed UK. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sat here with a lovely gentleman, otherwise known as the Royal Storm. And we're going to find out why he's called the Royal Storm, but his real name is in fact Afewee Dogboe. Thank you so much for coming to interview with us today. Can you tell me where you started boxing?
Also in Kennington Park. And we used to train there for about, I think, 8 months.
Okay.
8 months to a year.
And am I right in thinking that within a year of you starting boxing from the age of 13, you in the first year you already won a tournament?
Yeah, I won the junior novices, and I mean it was great because at the gym that I think I was the only person to win a national title in about 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of like really, an eye-opener. I felt like something was, accomplished something.
Did you feel like a celebrity at age 14?
After winning the tournament, I came in the in the newspapers, South London Press. So since then, I was like, well, none of my schoolmates knew. I didn't tell anyone, but then I think there was one time I was in college. I think last year I was in year 10, but every Friday I go to college to do a course.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got to college, and then everyone was like, Isaac, you didn't tell us that you box, because someone came to school with newspaper and they had me in there, but I didn't know I was in there. So I came in casually, and the teacher had gone and photocopied like 100 pages of that same page. So like, I was sharing it to the class and everyone. So yeah, it was.
You call yourself the Royal Storm. Does that mean you've got royal blood?
Yes,
So am I sat here with the prince right now?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I come from one of the royal families in Ghana.
Wow.
We are from the WBO royal house, and
Can you say that again?
WBO.
Okay.
Dogboe in our language it means king.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I've got written here, a Volta region.
Yeah.
Are you from the Volta region? And
Volta region.
Dogboe means chief?
Dogboe means chief, yeah.
So am I sat within the presence of
I'm
the chief
not that. I
feel very blessed now, people.
Yeah. I mean, my father inherits a royal stool, so that's how the bloodline. We are the warriors of the land.
Is this why you're hanging out with the president of Ghana every single week? Because you guys are just sat there fist pumping one another, having dinner together. It's what an amazing support you've got.
It's not because of that royalty. I think it's all blessings, because I just feel like with everything that we're doing, I just feel like it's blessing, I should say. Yeah. So it's always awesome to have the support of the people and also have the support of the government. I mean the government officials, the likes of the diplomats.
So although you're living in Britain currently, you did actually in fact represent Ghana in the 2012 London Olympics.
Representing Ghana in the Olympics. At the time I was in the GP squad, but not on the podium. It's like a development.
Okay.
So
there's lots of regulations to get into Team GB. Yes.
Yeah. I had they sent me the letter to be going for squad trainings and things like that. So what happened is they do their selection 4 years prior to the Olympic Games, and at the time Luke Campbell had already been selected. I wasn't even in boxing.
Right.
At the time, so they're like, you have to wait until 2016, but the Olympics was happening in London at the time, so we just wanted
to be a part of it.
Exactly. My father is like, his way of thinking is you have to always break records and set records. And the Olympics happening in London, we had to be part of it, because I started boxing in London.
So it makes sense. But you was carrying the weight of your nation by representing Ghana.
Of course, the thing is, I was raised in England, and this was boxing. England has done great to me. Of course, although I was born in Ghana, excuse me, it was like I felt I was doing something for the community, the people in London. I've lived in London for all my life, and you know, it felt like giving something back to the people, giving something back to my peers, because a lot of people, you know, they look up to you.
Your dad said something very interesting to me actually. He mentioned, because obviously you've just come on the back of training today, and I cannot thank you enough because you've trained 3 times today, and I was like, wow, that's an overload. And he said, no, see, the difference is you're separating yourself from other boxers at elite level, and of course as a result of that, you're now fighting in Vegas, and you called out the gentleman you are fighting, Jessie Magdaleno, and you obviously make references to his hair and everything, but do you, apart from
Just declare that I didn't start.
Did he start it first?
You started me.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was you, because I say you come across as quite humble. I was surprised.
You know, what happened was, he tagged me in a post. I had my head decapitated in a ring, and he was mopping it. You know, I mean, that was quite disrespectful. And I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, I mean, this guy's taking it too far. I mean, with me, I see myself as a warrior, so I also respect every person I fight, you know, at that level, and I also expect them to, you know, to reciprocate that same respect for me. But then when you go as far as, you know, disrespecting me in that way, I know social media cannot actually back it up. You're actually waiting to meet in the ring to settle the score. You know, but you know, I just think it's all part of it. I understand that when you are boxing, some of these things happen, but that level was just, I think he took it too far.
Yeah. And just to make it clear for those who are watching, you're actually fighting for the WBO World Super Bantamweight belt.
Yep.
So you're currently 18-0. And hopefully by the time we air this video, this interview, you'll be 19-0.
19-0 and 13 knockouts.
Unbelievable, 30 knockouts.
The WBO Super Bantamweight World Champion.
Now, your dad is also your trainer, and your dad is ex-TA, he's militant. It's not the first time I've come across another London/Ghanaian boxer who also dabbled in being in the army, and that was actually Joshua Buatsi. Is that something in a part of your heritage and culture, that discipline, going to the army, being within that manhood, is that something that's quite important to you?
Yeah, Joshua's my cousin actually.
Is he really? Yeah. No. Oh my God, that's
cousin.
Wow, blood cousin.
Yeah.
I think that's an exclusive right there.
You know,
did you train together then?
Oh yeah. His grandfather was on the throne that my dad is inheriting.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a close. Yeah.
Wow, I'm even with some big people here, guys. What's the one thing you love to do after you've won a fight? Talking of love, what is it?
After I won a fight, you know, first thing I do is I go to church to thank God, you know, that He gave me the opportunity, that we both came out safe, myself and my opponent. But my prayers before the fight is that God, let me knock him out, but don't let him get brain damage.
Everyone says that.
Protect everyone on the show, and you know. So after the fight, that's the first thing I do.
So, with regards to your preparation for this fight right now, you've got your eyes set on winning. What will you do after you've won this belt? What's the next step?
Hopefully defend it a few times, and then, you know, move up to the unified division.
Okay, wow.
You know, I mean, I'll be going to uni in September, God willing. So
that's another Ghanaian thing. I always feel that parents always ask their kids, if you want to do a sport, you've got to get yourself a degree.
That's exactly what father said. You know, he was like, you know what?
Well done, father.
He was like, you know what? Give yourself 5 years. See where your friends are going to be. See where you are also going to be. Just concentrate. All I want is your time. You don't have to work. You don't have to do anything. Just go to school and box.
And now, I recently interviewed Kid Galahad, who said that the featherweight division is probably the most exciting division in the UK. You are soon to be 19-0, God willing. You're at that stage now where you need to start calling people out. Do you think you're going to be in a position now, soon, to start calling people out, such as Lee Selby, Carl Frampton and Kid Galahad?
Well, you know, all those people, they've worked hard to be there. You know, so you have to give them the credit. But once you're in a certain position, they themselves cannot run away from you. It's just like Jessie Magdaleno. Magdaleno was supposed to fight Cesar Juarez, you know, and apparently, to us personally, I just think that he didn't want to fight him.
But you did, and you won.
Yeah, because Juarez is one of the strongest, you know, competitors in that division, Super Bantamweight division. You know, the guy just keeps coming forward, and yeah, so he has never been stopped.
And you stopped him.
I stopped him.
Have you got any sponsors on your side at the moment? Is there anyone who's sponsoring you?
No.
Did you want to? Are you looking for sponsorship as well? Is that part of the agenda?
Of course. I mean, boxers need sponsors, and sponsors also need athletes.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does. Can I ask about your lovely necklace? Is that like a special? Does it have special meaning?
Yes, it's a tradition. It's a traditional necklace. You know, these are precious stones. You know, and in my language we call it ajaba.
Ajaba.
Yeah.
Did I say that wrong?
Ajaba. Yeah.
Ajaba.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah. So I mean, this is what the royalties use. I mean, they wear. But then, now is because of the tradition, everyone can wear. It's not mandatory that because you're not a royal person, so you can't
Thanks
wear
for pointing that out. Yeah, I'm not a royal person.
Yeah. So anyone at all can wear it, but usually that's how the royalties they dress when you come out. You know, when you're in Africa, these are the sort of ways
Representation of it.
Yeah.
Can you teach me some sort of African tradition? Is there like some sort of chant we can do or some sort of dance we can do? I don't know. Is there something that?
Well,
so if ever I'm ringside at one of your fights, I can say it out to you.
When you are, we have the dance. You know.
Okay.
My tribe, we are the Ewes, right? Well, I come from both two tribes.
Okay.
The Ashanti and then the Ewe. And the Ewe people, their dance is called Agbaja.
Agbaja.
Yeah, Agbaja. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Ready.
Okay, let's go. Oh, that's it.
You're born for this.
Look. Move your chest. Stop with your feet.
Stop my fingers.
No.
Keep stopping it.
Try to go the ribbon. No, that's it.
Keep the ribbon.
What?
Dance like this in my nightclub.
And then the other one is like this. Okay, opposite leg. Like you're cutting something.
Right. Oh no, I can't. This is too much.
There we go.
Right.
That's it. Then you come back again.
My legs are burning. That's awesome. Wow. So not only am I in the presence of a fantastically charming young man, athlete, boxer of royal blood and a future world champion, I'm also in the presence of your belt.
Yep.
Can we take your belt out and have a look?
Unveil the belt.
Let's unveil it. We've just danced for it and now we're summoning its presence to us. Here you go. Now, tell us what we have here. This is the WBO
Interim Super.
and this is when you basically beat
Cesar Juarez.
in what round?
Round 5.
Stoppage.
Yeah.
Was that, and obviously you've had 12 knockouts, but you must have felt completely different with this knockout in comparison to others because of this belt.
Yeah, because this.
Can I touch it and hold it?
Oh, definitely. Juarez was, you know, like I said earlier, he's a tough guy. He's the type of guy that when the rounds is going on, he just keeps coming forward. You know, he's throwing shots from every angle. You know, so I mean, a lot of people were actually scared. Other people were saying to my father that why would he allow me to be in this fight?
Wow.
You know, it's too early to get in a fight with this guy, to fight someone like this guy. You know, but my father said to him, look, when Isaac faces a good opposition, that's when you see a different type of Isaac. But when you put him against people that are not at that level, he doesn't shine. He
doesn't bring the best out of you.
Doesn't bring the best out of him. You know, so we went in a fight, and it was great. You know, I felt great because we knew we were gonna stop him. You know, so what we had to do was
you had a game plan.
Yeah.
Well, I have no doubt that you have every right to be where you are, and I really hope that the next time I see you, you'll be carrying another belt and adding that to all to absolutely.
Yep.
Best of luck. Honestly, I cannot thank you enough.
Thank
Boom!
you.
He's just been unboxed. High five.